Why nobody wants to listen to your piano playing. Hello, my name is Aaron Pilsan. I'm an international concert pianist and I help amateurs and future pianists to master their dream pieces. If you are a professional pianist or if you are an amateur pianist and you want to share your playing with other people, be it in concerts, be it on social media, be it with friends or family, and people just don't show the interest into your playing that you wish they do, and you don't know why that is happening, then this video is the right video for you, so keep watching and we'll solve that problem for you. There are outer reasons and inner reasons. Let's talk about the outer reasons first, because that's obviously the thing that comes to your mind first. Many people in the audience, they have their favorite pianists already. Just think of yourself. If you go to Spotify or Apple Music, probably you have your favorite playlists that you listen to every single day, and you're not so curious to actually discover new pianists. So it's mainly a thing of habit that you listen to the same pianists over and over again. Also in public concerts. If you go to a concert in your hometown, for example, you might look for pianists that you know already, and you're not so willing to actually discover a new pianist. So if you are not so known yet, that might be a reason why people actually prefer to listen to other pianists. It has nothing to do with your playing, it's just a simple thing of habit. Another reason why people don't want to listen to your playing might be that they are not so interested in music altogether, or that they have their own personal thoughts and problems at the moment. Look, everyone is just so concerned with her or his own private life and daily tasks that sometimes people are not so open to new experiences. That might be a reason why people, if they discover you on social media, for example, or if they see you're playing in a concert, they might not be so attentive and not listen to your playing so much. These outer problems look like something you cannot change, but in fact, if you already have a very high standard of your own playing, if your playing is almost perfect and if you play really, really well, then you can attract these people with better marketing and better acquisition of your own concerts. That starts with better equipment for your own recordings on social media, goes on to better marketing, to attracting the people actually and to get them interested in you, both the organizers and the audience. And then if people are actually interested in you, to sell them your concerts, to get better at the acquisition process. So that's the thing that you can do if your playing is already very good. But the main issue in most cases are not the outer problems, but inner problems. First and foremost, your ego is often a problem. You might think that you're already a superstar, that your playing is almost perfect. You can play Liszt etudes, you can play Chopin etudes. You might have already played a piano concerto with your local orchestra in your school, or you have already played a few recitals. But look, it might not be the case that your playing is already that good. If you start listening to yourself on your own recordings, you might discover that actually your thoughts were tricking you, that you just had this super self-confidence which was covering the truth, and that your playing is not as good as you have imagined it. Right? You might have your imagination of how the piece should sound, but if you start listening to yourself, you discover that it's actually pretty far away from the ideal. So the solution to this is very simple. You have to start recording yourself. You have to look for good mentors and for qualified feedback, also from colleagues, and you have to start asking more critical questions to yourself. Having a big ego is often a protection because you don't want to confront yourself with the things that you have to improve. But trust me, if you once accept where you are at the moment, where you really are, and where the problems are, where the things are that you can improve, then you will improve much faster in the future. Now the thing that comes into place here is that you have to learn from your own mistakes. If your ego is too big, then you make mistakes, but you probably don't even realize them. So if you realize that you make a mistake, of course, you have to improve that. I have made another video on how to deal with mistakes in the practicing context. You can find the link here. But the problem is that you often don't realize your own mistakes, so really get qualified feedback to put your attention to those mistakes. And then, of course, you have to improve your overall interpretation. You have to be like an actor at the piano, you know. You have to catch the audience with your feelings. So once you have eliminated the mistakes, there's a never-ending path in front of you on how to improve your playing consistently. If your playing is good and you have tackled your ego, it might also be that the pieces you have chosen are not the best choice for you personally, because everyone has his or her own strengths and weaknesses, and you have to choose the right style, you have to choose the right kind of pieces, you have to choose the right repertoire for your own concerts and your social media appearance if you actually want to be successful with that. So that might just be another problem, that you play pieces that are not really close to your heart, and that might be the reason that you cannot really attract the audience and really move them with your playing. Now, of course, there's also the opposite of having too big of an ego, and that is that you take on the victim mentality, that you blame circumstances for not being recognized as a pianist, as an artist. So the first thing you have to do here in this case is you have to take on responsibility. We have talked about the outer problems, but most likely you are faced with one of the inner problems. So you have to keep working on your playing, and you have to be comfortable with actually facing your fears, with facing your problems. And in this case, if you have this kind of victim mentality problem, then in most of the cases you have to work more on your mindset than on your actual playing, because you might already know the path that is in front of you, you might already know the mistakes that you are doing, and you might even know the strategies that you need to follow in order to make progress, but somehow you have mental blockages, something is holding you back, or you're absolutely nervous when you play in front of people, and people will feel that. People will feel that you're tense, that you're not free in your playing, and people always want to hear in their playing what they desire. So if you're free and you show space in the music, that time doesn't matter, and that your emotions can flow freely, people automatically feel more attracted towards that. So the solution in this case is to work more on the mental problems, and you have to implement what you've learned about your mental blockages into your daily practice and your practicing strategies. So if you want to learn on how to improve your piano practice and how to improve your playing, and then also attract audiences in the next step, then maybe I'll be the right mentor for you. We can find that out together. If you apply for a free strategy session, all you have to do is you have to go on my website, aaronpilson.com/academy, fill out the form, and we'll find out together very soon if and how I can help you with your piano playing and your career development. So see you soon and take care.